on with the show because we're living longer. Certain parts of the body that just wear out long before we're done with them. For example, your hearing. Telltale signs the volume on the television has increased dramatically. In conversations, you keep asking people to repeat themselves. And this is just an example of what it can sound like.
You can hear noises, but nothing sounds clear. And some things you can't hear at all.
It can really cut people off from the rest of the world. So today's hearing aids have come a long way, both in effectiveness and appearance. Here to show us, please welcome Dr. Lacey Brooks with Hearing Aid Express. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
This is just one of those facts of life that oftentimes when we start to lose our hearing, it's a pretty normal thing for a lot of people.
Absolutely. As you age, that is one of the systems that usually deteriorate over time.
And the hard part with that is that usually the damage we did was long before we start really feeling the effects. Oftentimes, what is the most common reason for losing hearing?
Noise exposure.
Okay, so those rock concerts that y'all were at, you pay for them years later. And then, of course, those telltale signs we were talking about is that the volume starts creeping up. People don't understand what people are saying. The hardest thing, though, I think for some people is to admit that they might need that hearing aid.
Yeah, people don't often want to admit it. They'll ask for repetition. They'll not understand conversations clearly and just over time tend to withdraw from their environment just because they don't want to have an acceptance of their loss.
Yeah, it impacts quality of life.
Absolutely it does. And there are things that can be done to fix it, and you don't have to see them. It's very low profile.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are thinking about the old hearing aids that perhaps their parents may have had and the big bulky pieces. But again, technology has really replaced that. Let's talk about some of the things that you have here.
Okay, over here we have the Alera product, which is one of the new technologies. What the Alera product does is when you walk into an environment, it analyzes the complete environment and makes adjustments based on your hearing needs and the situations that are in that environment. So if you're going into a conference versus a restaurant or a concert, different dynamic situations to where it suppresses the noise and enhances the clarity. So your overall hearing and noise is much better than previous technologies.
Yeah, and take a look at this little device right here. That's amazing.
Yes, it's very, very small. They're computers now. They're not just amplifiers.
Yeah.
So the sound analysis, the processing, and the overall just understanding people used to have difficulty with is not an issue anymore.
Yeah, because some people, the hearing aid would be just as frustrating for them because it couldn't isolate those sounds and make the clarity. Okay, let's move on to this over here.
Now, these are the accessories that go with the Alera product. They are completely Bluetooth and wireless. So they're
when you say Bluetooth, some people might not know what you mean. So.
Okay, well, what it is it's transmitting a signal directly to the hearing instrument with no wires and no cords. You can put it in your pocket or keep it in your purse and make adjustments to the hearing aid without anyone knowing. So it's a hands-free model.
Yeah, kind of like what you might see in cars when you say Bluetooth, how you are hands-free on the phone. So the same thing applied to hearing. Okay, some of these other things here?
Well, one of the particular accessories is what we call the mini mic. It's a spouse mic. So if you're riding in a car or your spouse likes to talk to you in the kitchen while you're watching television, it transmits the signal directly to your hearing aids. So the signal to noise ratio is much better. So you don't have difficulty hearing your spouse while she's clanging pots.
Well, see, that would be a problem at my parents' house because I don't want to hear nobody, right? Just turn it off when you don't want to hear.
Yeah, so that's one of the newest accessories. It's fantastic. Another complaint is when people are in meetings, traveling in cars, the road noise and things of that sort really make it a problematic situation, and that's a way to conquer that situation.
Okay.
Overcome it. This is a TV streamer. What it does is you connect it to your television and it streams the TV signal directly to your hearing aids. Now what that means is if your spouse, you guys want to stay in the same room, but you want to read a book and your husband wants to watch the television, you can mute the television and adjust the volume. Your husband can adjust the volume straight to the hearing aids.
Do you know how many people you just saved?
Oh, I know.
Because
marriages.
I'll tell you, my mom right now, it's like you'll go and you'll ring the doorbell and you keep ringing, the phone's ringing, but she's got like Lawrence Welk's blaring on the TV because she's like, I love it. But you're like, well, okay, Mom, we've been out here. She goes, how long have you been out here? 15 minutes. But anyway, the point is that now the TV doesn't have to be blaring.
Absolutely.
She can have it and where she can hear it perfectly in her own. She's going to have to come up here and visit you.
And you don't know how many people tell me that how much that one device has helped their marriage.
Yeah.
And that speaks volume to people that have been married 30 to 60 plus years,
Yeah.
and they're having this issue all of a sudden that they've never encountered over their marriage, and it's something that can be fixed now.
Okay.
The next thing is the phone clip. What you do is you pair your cell phone, if it's a Bluetooth cell phone, with the instrument, and you answer your cell phone with your hearing aids. You never hold the phone up to your ear. You wear this on your lapel. You just press the little button on the side, and it answers the phone. You speak freely. When the call's over, you just press the button again. You don't have to fumble with the hearing instruments. It's not something that's difficult to use. That's another important fact. The technology is very advanced, but the user friendliness is fantastic on all of these products.
Yeah, it's taking the work out of it and basically just giving you a new ear.
Yes.
Is what it's done.
Yes.
Tell us about the STAP program, the state-funded free phones for some folks.
Yes, ma'am. If you have a hearing loss that qualifies based on the guidelines that they've published, you qualify to receive a free amplified phone, which is one of the ones that we have here. And you're eligible every 5 years, one per household, and it's something that we pay for with our phone taxes anyways, so it's a service that's there for people that need it.
And reconnect people.
Absolutely.
Lacey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hearing Aid Express has a special offer for you at home. If you buy an Alera hearing aid and mention Great Day Houston, you will get 3 of the 4 accessories for free. That's amazing. Yeah, that's a $700 value. Since they're so small, bet you had no idea Dr. Brooks has had one on the entire time, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. There you go. Never would have known. For details, call 800-348-2018, 800-348-2018, or find them online at hearingaidexpress.com. Thank you. My mama's coming to you.
Absolutely.